What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's get it. Today we're going to be talking about where we are and what should we be doing right now is the question that I'm getting a lot. Coach, what should we do now? What's going on? So we will talk about some of the things, some of the strategies that we can take a look at to continue the entire 2025 bull market. But like we always do, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is back in the right movement. We're at $104,800. Bitcoin dominant 63.05. It is starting to build back up as we get closer to testing new all-time highs. Fear and greed index is at 71. Ethereum took a little bit of a breather, $2,467. Ethereum dominance is 9%. So what's going on in the market? Well, yesterday we did have a lot of movement. We had a lot of price action yesterday with Bitcoin. We saw Bitcoin go from $103,000. It ran all the way to $107,000. We saw great movement yesterday. Up and down, got rejected, came back down to $103,000. Now it seems to be pumping right back. But Ethereum also the same thing. We know Ethereum had a great performance last week. What is Ethereum doing right now? It's just taking a breather. Don't get it twisted and think that Ethereum has died again. Ethereum is good. Ethereum already confirmed with us last week that it's official. It's going to be around. Altcoin season will happen right on the back of old man Ether. Ethereum went all the way up to $2,700 last week. Currently, right now, Ethereum is just $2,467. It's just taking a little bit of a breather. But if you pay attention to the new characteristics that Ethereum is showing us, it showed us that any particular time, this coin can run up 50% in 1 week. Can it run up $1,200 more in 1 week? It already showed you that it could. The same way that Bitcoin have been showing us and telling us that it could run up $5,000 to $10,000 in 1 day. We're at $104,000 right now, almost $105,000. If Bitcoin run up $5,000 more between today and tomorrow, boom, bingo, we popping champagne bottles. We're making new all-time highs, $109,000, $110,000, and who knows where Bitcoin can go after that once it get into new discovery zones. So we are in a great pivotal moment to where the market seem like they are getting ready to shift. Now also what I'm taking a look at when I'm looking at charts, I'm looking at data, I'm looking at the V-shaped curve that is forming. Since April 6th, when Bitcoin hit down to $74,000, if you take a look at the Bitcoin chart, the Bitcoin candles, so forth and so on, you see a great V-shaped curve recovery starting to form. What are we doing right now? Same thing we did when we were in the $70,000 range. We trade a little bit sideways in the 70s. Boom. Then we hit the $80,000 range. We trade a little bit sideways in the 80s. Hit the 90s sideways. We are in the $100,000 range. We've been in this range for about 8 days. What have we been doing? Same thing we was doing in the 70s. Trading sideways at that range. Once we get that out of our system, have the little bit of a movement sideways in the $100,000 range, we will make that next leg up. Look at the V-shaped curve for yourself. Take a look at the V-shaped recovery curve for Bitcoin. Soon and very soon, we're going to be in the teens. I'm talking about $100,000, $1,100, $12,000, $13,000, $114,000. We'll be trading sideways there. Will we see a rejection at 114, something like that? Probably so. But paying attention to what's going on, this seems to be the V-shaped curve recovery that we normally see every 4 years. I was looking at my portfolio on one of my accounts. This is the stock market. January, February, and March was red. I was looking at April. April was a little bit green. I'm looking at May, and May is very green, making a lot of money in the month of May. So could this be the window to where we could see 3-month recovery zone? How long will this recovery curve form? We know this should be one of the most bullish years in cryptocurrency as well as the stock market, this could realistically run for 3 or 4 months before we see a massive 30% correction like we saw when Bitcoin hit $107,000, then corrected all the way back down to $76,000 or $74,000. Watching the fear and greed index every day, paying attention, where do we take profits at? Because we are getting ready to make a boatload of profits. We're already making a lot of profits right now, but we are getting ready to get set up to where profits are going to really be exploding. Our coins are really going to be making great gains. Over there, I think we went live last night. We talked about so many new cryptocurrency altcoins that can really do amazing things in 2025. We've seen coins that did amazing things in 8 days. So imagine getting a 2 month window. You're talking about 60 days. These coins can really run if they get the proper momentum and they get the proper time to explode. We are not even halfway through the year. The 4 year cycle is still standing strong. We're at April, May, not even at June yet. Probably got about 10 more days before we hit June. That'll be the mid-month. That'll be the mid-mark for 2025. We still got a long ways to go. 6 months in cryptocurrency is a long period. A lot of things can happen and transpire in 6 months. Look how far we've come over the past 6 months as far as the market sentiment. When folks were thinking the market was crashing, we were in a bear market. Crypto's getting ready to go to $50,000. My 401k is getting ready to go to zero. Look at all the folks who panic sell. Look at all the folks who didn't know how to relax and utilize patience, going off of their emotions and not really looking at the charts, not looking at their history, not doing their due diligence as the CEO of their own portfolio. Had they just picked up a data chart, looked at some of the previous cycles, looked at COVID 2020 dip that we experienced when everybody thought the market was going to go to zero, thought cryptocurrency was going to go to 3,000, was going to go to zero. Cryptocurrency did get down to 5,000, COVID 2020, but it exploded right back up. Just like right now, yeah, Bitcoin did get down to $74,000 during our most recent tariff dip, or whatever they call it, Liberation Day dip of 2025. We did get down to $74,000. Look at where we at now, 105, $30,000. We're back. We're back, and understand, in any particular month, Bitcoin can run up $30,000. We're at 105 right now. Next month, we can realistically be at $125,000, $135,000 for one Bitcoin. When Bitcoin start to move, when the market momentum really start to kick in, when we do start to get closer and closer to altcoin season, as the 4 year cycle gets closer and closer coming to an end, that's when things start to explode. That's when the fireworks start to shoot out. 4th of July all over again. Liberation Day recovery is what we're in the process of. Buy stocks, buy stocks, buy crypto, buy crypto, buy Ethereum, buy Ethereum. That's what I've been hearing people say. What's been happening? Some of the stocks that we were buying when they were dipping, when they were beat down, these stocks have recovered. We are making lots of money in these stocks, in these cryptos. A lot of call options. These guys are making, we're making hundreds of dollars, a couple of thousands with our options, stock option calls. I know these other guys are making millions, tens of thousands of dollars, because they got the big bucks. They can afford to put that big money in there, and they've been in the market for a while, so they already know. This is a great time. We're having a once-in-a-lifetime market dip, every 5 years market dip, market crash. Best time to buy. History have always proven that to be the truth. So what should we be doing right now? Being patient. Look like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is getting ready to take its next leg up. V-shaped recovery zone is looking awesome. It is looking like a textbook formation. Bitcoin, $104,000. We know the all-time high is 108, 109. When we do break all-time high. We'll be in discovery zone for Bitcoin. Yesterday we got close. We got to 106,900, almost $107,000. We got rejected. That was great. It's good to see Bitcoin not go up in a straight line. I don't want to see it go up in a straight line. I want to see it go up. I want to see it get rejected. And then we're making a higher support levels. Once we break that resistance level, we explode through 107, 109, new all-time highs, then boom, we are in the money. So this is just something that we're just going to continue to watch. Ethereum has a long ways to go, but Ethereum will get there. We could be at the beginning of phase 2. Ethereum have been outperforming it. Bitcoin have been outperforming and kicking Ethereum butt. That's phase 1. Ethereum has also been outperforming a lot of altcoins that people have been expecting to outperform Bitcoin. But you got to understand what phase 1 entails. Phase 1 is just that. That's where Bitcoin is front and center stage. Bitcoin outperforms the market for the most part. So that's what we've been seeing. A lot of folks looking at their portfolio like, damn, I'm looking at XYZ coin. I'm looking at Bitcoin. Look like I should have been in Bitcoin. Well, that's phase 1. In phase 1, you probably should have been in Bitcoin. That's why it's important to have your portfolio diverse. Have a little bit of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. Then you can mix it around with some of the other coins. Being diversified is very important. Understanding the 4 phases of cryptocurrency is very important. I believe we just started phase 2 to where Ethereum starts to outperform Bitcoin. Open up that chart. If you're over there in the Patreon, I did put a list showing the 4 phases of the cryptocurrency market. Understand what it means to be in phase 2 and how long phase 2 can last. Look at the charts, look at the history and see how long phase 1 lasted. Go back last cycle, see how long phase 1 lasted last cycle. Do some comparisons, do some contrasting, and see and try to figure out what's the next step. How long will phase 2 last? That's all we do. We take a look at the charts, we take a look at the histories, and then from there we can try to project what's to be expected during the current cycle, during the current market. Phase 2 is up and at bat right now. How long will phase 2 last before we see phase 3? What is phase 3? Do you even know what phase 3 is? If you don't, go on the Patreon. I've dropped it over there in the Patreon. Take a look. Study the charts. This is the information that is necessary for you to become a successful cryptocurrency investor. It's easy just to put your money in there, but if you put your money in something, you invested in something, and you're not really doing the research, you don't really know too much about it, that's a gamble. That's tough. So you really want to surround yourself with as much knowledge and information as you can. You really want to surround yourself with a great cryptocurrency community. If you're not involved in the cryptocurrency community, every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific time, we go live. One of the best cryptocurrency communities in the world, the Thursday night stock holiday show, very supportive group. Also, join us in the Patreon. We have an awesome cryptocurrency community over there in the Patreon. Folks love to talk about crypto all day, every day. Folks interested in making money, interested in becoming financially free. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.